Welcome to Patrick Roberts, Our New Timeline.
Hey guys, welcome. Oh boy, a lot of shit going on. Obviously, let me copy this link real quick. I'm going to put a link in for anybody that wants to join me. We're going to be talking about the obvious. I honestly can't believe that this is fucking happening. Hey, Bull Gun, welcome. I still can't believe that this is taking place. This fucking country's been robbed. We've been fucking robbed. And I mean, I'm not a Trump supporter, really. I'm not, but I would rather have him in there than Biden. But it really upsets me that this country is letting this take place. Everybody knows that this is a stolen election. Hey, Voynich. Like I said, I put the thing in there, but what are we gonna see? What are we gonna see now? He says as soon as he takes power, that he's going to make sure that he puts a 3-month where you have to wear a mask and stuff like that. I don't know if they worded it mandated or if there was another word in there, but if it's mandated, of course we don't have to follow along. But he's going to make it some federal in the Redwoods. Morning, Dunito. In the Redwoods, we are on night curfews now. No shit. Shittier, I meant. World gone ape shit, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is I really don't believe what I'm seeing. This is like I mean, not like the Mandela effect all over again, but it's like that big of a surprise, like when the Mandela effect hits you, you're like all wired, and it's like really surprising, and you feel like you've lost where the fuck are we type shit, this is not making sense. It don't make sense. There's no common sense in any of this. For the last year, and somebody had brought up a while back, I believe it was Rationally. I don't know if you guys know her by Rationally or Christina, but she put a video a while ago about alien invaders, but what they were was parasites that got into your brain and took over your brain. And then there's they have a mothership up there somewhere, kind of like the movies. But she's proven that there is something in your brain, and there's pictures of it that does look like a parasite, and it's actually a Mandela effect for a lot of us, because I don't remember this thing being there, but it does look like a parasite. And to think if a lot, and the people who are affected by the Mandela effect, obviously we beat the this parasite. Somehow we didn't get it. But that's kind of like, it doesn't make sense, right? No, it don't make sense. Just like none of this fucking makes sense. Something is fucking going on. And there's no common sense left in this world except for a few people. This guy's gonna get inaugurated today on a stolen. It's obvious that this has been stolen. Now, who is this walking out? It looks like fucking like a singer or something. It looks like that singer. What the fuck is her name? That blonde hair girl. Who is this walking out now? I'm sure you guys are all watching it. It kind of looks like Madonna, but it's not Madonna. It's I don't know. This may be the sister of Biden. What the fuck is she wearing? There's got to be, I would love to have a symbolism guy come on here right now with me. Lady Gaga. Thank you, Jim. Lady Gaga. There's got to be some symbolism in this shit that's going, like what the fuck, Big Bird on her thing. Everybody's got their pretty little mask on. And honestly, I just don't know. Here is the if anybody wants to come in and join me, you're more than welcome. Anybody is welcome. She is a pedo recruiter. Oh, I believe it. Just like Madonna was, I believe. I believe Madonna was in that shit too. I don't know. So, did you guys see him get onto the airplane? Not the helicopter, but the airplane. Well, I mean, when he got off the helicopter, did you guys see that? When the Marines were saluting Trump, and they were wearing masks, and I'm just like, they are nowhere near anybody, and they got a mask on. Trump don't wear a mask, neither does his wife. So, if I was Trump, I'd be like, you know what, to the Marines, don't put the mask on. But I think we're in for some serious bullshit. You don't think? I don't. You guys, I'm sure, agree with me. For the past year, none of this has made sense. No. Supposedly, these guys are supposed to all get arrested today. And that's the only reason I have this fucking TV on. I want to see this shit happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want to see it happen. I want to see some arrests. I should turn it up a little bit. I don't think I can get a copyright for the voice.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
Can you guys hear her?
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, you hear they have to finish the crime. How far are they going to let it go? They're going to let them get into the White House for the next 4 years and then finally do it after 4 years? And Did you just see that? The guy goes and wipes down the podium.
Part of America is a historic moment of first.
This is really
Two administrations
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
African American, our first
I don't believe
Asian
this shit.
American, and our first woman vice president, Kamala Harris. It is my great privilege to welcome to the inaugural stage the first Latina to ever serve on the Supreme Court.
No, I thought she was
of the United
black.
States of America, Justice Sonia Sotomayor.
I guess it depends on what situation you're in, because I've heard some of the news. I heard people say she's African American and the first African American vice president, first African American woman. So now she's Latino. She does look Latino.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
So is this where the arrests are supposed to take place? Is like right after they get sworn in or before they get sworn in? I thought they do president first. No, I believe the president's the last
That I
one.
will well and faithfully discharge. That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. The duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. So help me God.
Hey, she's hugging everybody and she's not got a mask on. Uh-oh. Arrest her. Give her a fine. You got a fine coming. Supposed to be here. I'll turn it down a little bit.
She had her hand on two Bibles, one that belonged to Regina Shelton, a former neighbor and family friend who she's often described as like a second mother.
Can you guys hear this? Is it too loud or what?
Attorney General and also a senator.
And now we're going to hear.
I'm assuming you guys are watching this on your own TV. I don't want to put it on here because I don't want to get a strike or get the video pulled down. Who we got here? Who is this? Jennifer Lopez. Hey, Mark. At least the news will stop talking about Trump every day. Whether they talk about him or not, I mean, at least I ain't gonna have them stop talking about Trump.
10 years ago, you went to take a notice.
So you'd have a communist Chinese president versus somebody who's in the White House that's just the media talks about a lot. I would turn the media off. Then you don't have to worry about listening to them. So Jim, are they? What you heard before is, when are the arrests supposed to take place? Before he puts his hand on the Bible and takes the oath, right? I would think so. I mean, why would you let him take the oath and then arrest him? I don't think it's going to happen, but fuck. I'm so hoping to see Pelosi and all them guys in handcuffs. They're going to go after Trump and his family hard if this doesn't happen. No, I don't think so. If the arrests don't happen today, Trump's involved. Trump's involved. Trump's not a perfect little angel. But again, I would rather have him in here than Biden. But I already know. I already am 80%. I think Trump's involved in all this bullshit. But I've got that hope yet that these arrests will take place and he really is for the American people. If he's not, if this doesn't take place today, I don't even want to fucking hear from anybody that Trump is good and just stand by and wait. Never fucking happened. I think these bastards are all in bed together. I agree, Boltgun. He has to take the oath. They have to finish the crime. I like to see if there is any military movement right now. Yeah. So, what I was saying is, I don't want to hear from anybody. Trust the plan. I mean, I knew this Q shit was all bullshit. But I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for every one of you guys that talk about this shit to shove it in my face. Would love it.
In the history of America, where J-Lo was the warm-up act for Chief Justice Roberts. With that,
Roberts,
it is now
my name.
Distinct honor to introduce the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States, John Roberts, to administer the presidential.
But I heard he's not good either. John Roberts.
Of the United States, Joseph R. Biden.
That's good fucking tea. I got tea over here. I got coffee over here. I got water over here. I'm fucking ready to do some talking. And we got 4 people in the chat. That's all we need. That Bible, that's probably not even a Bible. That's probably a fucking Satan's book.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear. I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute. The office of President of the United States. And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. So help you God. Congratulations, Mr. President. Chief played for Joe Biden, Joseph Biden, who was the 46th president of the United States.
I don't see any arrests. Come on, arrest them.
As he's giving the address, so Dr. Joe Biden overcome with emotion.
Mr. Wiper down here. He's got to wipe the podium down real good. Don't want to get any. What about him? He just touched everything.
He was elected to Senate at 29, the youngest, will now be sworn in as the oldest president. He has waited and he has dreamed of this moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
So
be
many
seated.
years. He has told me the president's job is to heal, that the country needs healing, and he told me the words of a president matter.
Yeah, Book of the Dead from the Mummy. Yeah.
Dr. Joe Biden there, First Lady of the United States.
I don't believe this. You got them all right there. Everybody that you need to arrest is right there.
Inaugural address.
I don't think so. I don't think so. This is so disappointing. Well, there went the last part of my hope. Crushed. Crushed. Well, what do we do from here?
My fellow Americans, a moment we have all been waiting for. It is now my great privilege and high honor.
Yeah,
to be
we are in
the first
some
person
serious shit
to
right now.
officially introduce the 46th President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden Jr.
Well, they showed the Capitol Police. They ain't doing nothing. They're bumping fists. Grab your ankles and smile. No shit. Yeah, exactly. Lock and load. No, seriously, I mean, what are we going to do? You know this shit's coming.
It's America's day.
And I guarantee you tell people this shit, and they're still not going to fucking believe you. But, hey, they're going to believe real fucking soon when these people come and they either take your kids because you won't do what they want you to do, or you're going to fucking do what they want you to do. You're going to wear that fucking mask. You're going to get that jab in your arm. And if you don't, they got a nice little camp for you. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen right now. Because people do not fucking stand up. So fucking sick of people. Sick of stupid people. I mean, I'm not afraid or anything, because I have Jesus Christ. I have him in my heart, and I know that he will take care of me. So I'm not afraid to go through this stuff. Matter of fact, I think we have to go through this stuff if we believe in Christ. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to say no to everything, and whatever comes. I think it's time to live off the grid, Grizzly Adams style. No matter where you go, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide. The whole fucking world is fucked. 150 grains at a time. What idiot thinks they are doing mass arrests? Well, I mean, there is a lot of talk of it. I didn't think it was going to happen, but you got to have a little hope for it, right? I had a little hope that it would happen. But I knew it wouldn't happen because I know Trump's involved. I know Trump has been involved in this the whole fucking time. Trump acts like this, and you have so many people that believe in Trump. I mean, if he was real and he was fighting on our side, he would have had the Clintons arrested right away. As soon as he was sworn in, he would have had the Clintons arrested. When he didn't do that, and he said he was going to do it, I knew right there that he was not our president. He was not the one to come in and help us straighten this shit out. And then when he played along with this this COVID shit, he didn't do anything about it. He played along with it, and it's going as it's going right now, right? So he didn't stop that when he knows that this is bullshit. So there's so many things that he showed me that he is not a good person. But I would have rather had him in office because I think things wouldn't go as fast as what they're going to go now. I would, with him in office, I think because of the things that's got to happen, eventually people would start waking up to who he really is. So that's why I was hoping he would get in office another 4 years. But now that we have Biden, we all know what Biden's about. We all know it. It's out there in the open. So he doesn't have to be afraid to pull the trigger on anything right now because we know where he stands. Trump didn't do shit. Our presidency is like a skit on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. War in a couple weeks, Trump is right with them. Yeah, I agree with you, Cozy. I agree with you, Bolgun. Power and prayer. It would be the highest honor for me to give my life for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who gave his life for me. I'm ready. Now the world has to get to the point where it'll happen. We're so close. I totally agree with you, Power and prayer. Yeah, I'm with you. I would be happy to lay down my life for the Lord. Basically, I'm looking at it this way. When I lay my life down for the Lord, he will know at that point that whoever lays their life down right now for Jesus Christ, he will know that you are serious and that you really have him in your heart. There's going to be a lot of... I'm really, really torn up inside. I really am. There's going to be so much pain, so much death. That thing does not look like Lady Gaga. Not that if want the real one, but it is obviously useful to continue with the agenda. Same with Tom Hanks, yeah. That thing does not look like Lady Gaga, yeah. There's the traitor, Pence. They just showed the big traitor.
History, faith, and reason show the way of unity. We can see each other not as adversaries, but as neighbors. We can treat each other with dignity and respect.
I cannot wait for... I'm ready for this all to fucking take place and be over with. Done. I'm so ready for this. No, I'm not really. I'm not. I mean, I don't want this to happen, obviously. I'm ready, but obviously I don't want this to happen.
Our historic moment of crisis and challenge, and unity is the path forward. And we must,
because I know as soon as they pick me up,
if we do that,
and
we will not fail.
I don't have
Ever fail
my
in America.
medicine to deal with my neuropathy pain,
And this time, in this place,
It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
let's begin to listen to
I mean, I'm literally in bed curled up in a ball if I don't have my medicine. I am in so much pain.
Politics doesn't have to be a raging fire.
So I know that's coming because I won't wear a mask. I won't put a mask on for anybody. And I will not get the jab. So when we start refusing the jab, they're going to pick us up and take us to re-education camps. And if we don't go with the flow or fall in line, we're obviously going to be taken out. And I know some of you people that may watch this and probably are laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny, and I'm telling you, you can laugh all you want. And if you are laughing, you're part of the problem. You're part of the fucking problem. And if you are laughing, you probably don't have Jesus Christ in your heart. So your day's coming.
American history, elected to national office, Vice President Kamala Harris. Don't tell me things can't change. Here we stand, across the Potomac from Arlington Cemetery, where heroes who gave the last full measure of devotion rest in eternal peace. And here we stand, just days after a riotous mob.
Where is her horse teeth? So many looks strange. Gil and Melinda Bates are listed as dead on July 31st, 2013 on assessment.
Not today.
Executed in India. Really?
All those who supported our campaign.
Huh. That's interesting, man.
To all those who did not support us, let me say this.
You know, when I started this stream, for my thumbnail, I was going to have like a 4th of July Independence photo. It would not let me upload it. I'm sure I probably did something wrong, but it was just really weird. I tried 3 different photos of Independence. It wouldn't let me upload it. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe from where I was getting it from, maybe they weren't allowing it or something. I don't know. I just found it weird that I couldn't upload anything that said Independence on it. And then I was gonna do this stream. I was gonna do it on my phone in the car while I went to go get a birthday present for my daughter, and the phone wouldn't let me. It had me sitting in the green room. It wouldn't let me on to. It wouldn't let me on backstage. It wouldn't let me on. So I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? So I literally had to drive all the way back home before 10:30 and get on the computer so I could do that. I mean, I could have pushed the live off a little bit, but I wanted to be live while this was all going on.
Lies told for power and for profit. And each of us has a duty and a responsibility as citizens, as Americans, especially as leaders who have pledged to honor our Constitution and protect our nation, to defend the truth and defeat the lies. Look,
how these people can do this with a straight face is beyond me.
That many of my fellow Americans view the future with fear and trepidation. I understand they worry about their jobs. I understand, like my dad, they lay in bed wondering, can I keep my health care? Can I pay my mortgage? Thinking about their families, about what comes next. I promise you I get it. But
He gets it.
not to turn inward. distrusting those who don't look like you, or worship the way you do, or don't get their news from the same sources you do. We must end this uncivil war that pits red against blue, rural versus urban, conservative versus liberal. We can do
I don't have a TV, but I kind of wish I did so I could see all the off people. Sounds like it's fairly interesting.
We're willing to stand in the other person's shoes, as my mom would say.
Hey, Bill.
Just for a moment, stand in their shoes.
Who's been played?
Because here's the thing about
We've all
life.
been played.
There's no accounting.
We're all being played right now.
Some days, when you need a hand. There are other days when we're called to lend a hand. That's how it has to be. That's what we do for one another. And if...
Yeah, I don't know if I could get this on my phone. I could probably show a little bit of it. Power and prayer. See if I can show a little bit of it.
My fellow Americans, in the work ahead of us, we're going to need each other. We need all our strength to persevere.
Yeah, let's see here. I guess I'd have to bring myself in, wouldn't I? Yeah. I'd have to bring myself in here. Hold on a second. I'm going to bring myself in on the phone here. I think I can do it.
And I promise you this, as the Bible says, we may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. We will get through this together. Together. Look, folks.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll try.
We all understand. The world is watching.
Okay.
And we've come out stronger for it.
Okay, let's see. How do I
We
do
will
this?
repair our alliances.
This is really weird.
Not to meet yesterday's challenges, but today's.
I don't know how to do this.
And we'll lead not merely by the example of our power,
Okay,
but by the power
I'm gonna
of our
bring it in.
example.
Right now.
Being strong and trusted partner for peace, progress, and security. Look, you all through so much in this nation.
Okay.
And my first, I'd like to ask you to join me in a moment of silent prayer.
How's that?
Remember all those who we lost in this past year to the pandemic.
Does that look all right to you guys? Or is that a little weird?
Fellow Americans, moms, dads, husbands, wives, sons, daughters, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. We'll honor them by becoming the people and the nation we know we can and should be. So I ask you, let's say a silent prayer for those who've lost their lives and those left behind, and for our country.
Yeah, he's got all them flags up there instead of people.
Folks,
Oh, shit.
this is a time of testing. We face an attack on our democracy and on truth. A raging virus, growing inequity, the sting of systemic racism, a climate in crisis. America's role in the world. Any one of these would be enough to challenge us in profound ways. But the fact is, we face them all at once.
Is he still praying? What happened to the prayer?
One of the gravest responsibilities.
Did he say the prayer already? It was really
Now,
fast.
We're going to be tested. Are we going to step up? All of us? It's time for boldness. For there's so much to do. And this is certain. I promise you, we will be judged, you and I, by how we resolve these cascading crises of our era.
Yeah, 35,000 troops for fucking nothing. You're right.
A difficult hour. When we meet our obligations and pass along a new and better world to our children. I believe we must. I'm sure you do as well. I believe we will. And And when we do,
Can you guys hear me?
this great chapter
Because I have myself muted. I don't know if you can hear me through the
might sound
phone.
something like a song that means a lot to me. It's called American Anthem.
Because I am
That stands out,
talking.
at least for me.
Woo!
100 prayers of century have brought us to this day. What shall be our legacy? What
Fuck
will our
you,
children say?
Biden.
Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you. Let's us add our own work and prayers to the unfolding story of our great nation. If we do this, then when our days are through, our children and our children's children will say of us, they gave their best.
Thanks, Power.
They did their duty. They healed a broken land. My fellow Americans, I close the day where I began with the sacred oath. For God and all of you,
So now let's see the rest.
I will always level with you. I will defend the Constitution. I'll defend our democracy.
You guys can hear me pop my lid.
I will give
Drink.
keep every
It sounds really loud to me.
in your service, thinking not of power, but of possibility, not of personal interest, but of public good. And together we shall write an American story of hope, not fear, of unity, not division, of light,
Not
darkness,
fear.
a story of decency and dignity, love and healing, greatness and goodness. May this be the story that guides us, the story that inspires us, and the story that tells ages yet to come.
I don't know,
That we
guys.
answered the call of history. We met the moment. Democracy and hope,
Yeah.
truth and justice did not die on our watch but thrived. That America secured liberty at home and stood once again as a beacon to the world. That is what we owe our forebears, one another, and generation to follow.
That's pretty cool.
With purpose and resolve, we turn to those tasks of our time, sustained by faith, driven by conviction.
They did show other things other than him.
May God bless America.
I'm like repeating myself. Am I echoing to you guys? Because I'm echoing really bad here. There you go.
Inaugural address, Joseph Robinette Biden, now 46th President of the United States. Powerful, personal, emotional at times, delivered with command. The new president called Americans to empathy and action. He noted those events of 2 weeks ago, the siege of the Capitol, noted that our democracy is fragile, is precious, but it has prevailed.
So after Biden gets in, he's in. I'm gonna let this go.
Open our souls, put ourselves in each other's shoes.
So let's say Biden gets in, or he's in. All right, Biden's in, and okay. So here's the thing. They cleaned this whole place up. Well, I'll talk about this after. Remind me that I'm going to talk about them cleaning the White House up.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved.
You know, he's doing an awful lot of songs that you would sing at a funeral. I'm taking all of this as the death of America. Are you guys getting that? Everything he's saying and doing has to do with death. Am I just out of it? Am I thinking, like, to me it just sounds like they're trying to tell us this is the death of America. Why would you have this song?
God's grace than when we first begun. I forgot to ask you to sing this last verse.
I didn't notice that, but now that you say that, yeah. Notice he didn't say God bless America. That's pretty much the way it feels to me too. Good morning, Wednesday morning. Mandela Mile. Rachel, that's Rachel's little skit. Pelosi. Good morning, Wednesday morning. Or she did Sunday morning. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Oh, man. Yeah. The death of America. That's what I'm getting. They're all in on it. They're all in on this bullshit. Even Garth Brooks, guys. He's shaking everybody's hand. Dude, you can't go around shaking people's hands like that and hugging. You can't do that. Corona. Look at him. He's going around hugging. Oh, now he's got to hug the Clintons. You fucking knob. I used to like him. I don't like him anymore now. Oh, he even kissed that lady. Super spreader. What the fuck? You're taking people's fucking jobs away. None of those make sense. And he goes around without a mask, hugging and kissing people. You guys, I know you guys see this, but whoever's watching this that thinks that, you know, you're wearing your good little puppet, wearing your mask and shit, you got to be seeing that this is bullshit. You got to be seeing it. Unbelievable.
Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, see, we must wade. We braved the belly.
I wonder how old she is. She looks really young. And it sounds very intelligent, though.
Just isn't always just is. And yet the dawn is hours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gaze.
Welcome to the official New World Order. Now comes the Great Reset. Yeah, you're right, Bill. Silent prayer in your closet. You are witnessing nothing but evil. Yeah, don't feel the amazing grace. This is our funeral. Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree with all you guys. This is our funeral. Don't feel the amazing grace. You are witnessing nothing but evil. Silent prayer in your closet. That's coming. You won't be able to pray out and open anymore. All these churches are evil. Oh, they'll keep their churches open because they're evil. The Rome is. This whole fucking world has been taken over. Not just America, the whole fucking world.
If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it. Would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. In this effort to very nearly succeed.
I should have kept the video on this so you guys had something to look at other than me. Oh, hey, if anybody wants to join me, I will put the link out there. Anybody's more than welcome. You don't have to show your face. Come in however you want. You're more welcome to share your views, whatever you're thinking about this.
Did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So while once we asked,
but I definitely am getting. Definitely getting that they're throwing it in our faces. That they're burying America right now. This is definitely our funeral.
A country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation.
Oh, that poor girl, her nose is running really bad. That poor girl. Right in front of millions of people.
If we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy.
Must be cold out there.
Our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than one we were left with. Every breath from my bronze-pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the west. We will rise from the wind-swept northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover in every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country. Our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge back in beautiful shade of.
She'll never catch that nose. Are you what? Yeah, not cold enough, Jim. Are you watching this Mandela Mile? Actually watching it? Felt bad for her there. Her nose was like really running bad. But listen to all the words that they're talking about. Everybody that talks, somewhere in their talking, it don't sound right. It sounds like they are like talking at a funeral, like doing like when you're at a funeral and people get up and talk.
African Methodist Episcopal Church in Wilmington, Delaware, a friend of President Biden for 30 years.
Take your mask off, dude. Oh, don't forget to wipe off the podium. Wipe off the podium real good there, Mr. Wiper. All right, here we go. Let's see what this guy's got to say.
As a nation and people of faith gathered in this historical moment, let us unite in prayer. God, we gather under the beauty of your holiness and the holiness of your beauty. We seek your face.
12 years old and very well scripted. Yeah. No shit. She was only 12?
We petition you once more in this celebration. We pray for divine favor upon our president, Joseph R. Biden, and our First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, and their family. We further ask that you would extend the same favor upon our Vice President, Kamala D. Harris, and our second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, and their family. More than ever, they and our nation need you. We need you, for in you we discover our common humanity. In our common humanity, we will seek out the wounded and bind their wounds. We will seek healing for those who are sick and diseased. We will mourn our dead. We will befriend the lonely, the least, and the left out. We will share our abundance with those who are hungry. We will do justly to the oppressed, acknowledge sin, and seek forgiveness, thus grasping reconciliation. In discovering our humanity, we will seek the good in and for all our neighbors. We will love the unlovable, remove the stigma of the so-called untouchables. We will care for our most vulnerable, our children, the elderly, the emotionally challenged, and the poor. We will seek rehabilitation beyond correction. We'll extend opportunity to those locked out of opportunity. We will make friends of our enemies. We will make friends of our enemies. People, your people, shall no longer raise up weapons against one another. We will rather use our resources.
I'm going to bring it back up here, guys. I'm going to mute myself here.
Our neighbors afraid. In you, oh God, we discover our humanity. In our humanity, we discover our commonness. Beyond the difference of color, creed, origin, political party, ideology, geography, and personal preferences, we'll become greater stewards of your environment, preserving the land, reaping from it a sustainable harvest, and securing its wonder and miracle-giving power for generations to come. This is our benediction, that from these hallowed grounds, where slaves labored to build this shrine and citadel to liberty and democracy, let us all acknowledge, from the indigenous Native American to those who recently received their citizenship, from the African American to those whose foreparents came from Europe and every corner of the globe, from the wealthy to those struggling to make it. From every human being,
I agree, Mandela Miles. God don't look down on
this is
them.
our country. As such, teach us, oh God. As such, teach us, oh God, to live in it, love in it, be healed in it, and reconcile to one another in it, lest we miss kingdom's goal. To your glory, majesty, dominion, and power forever. Hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. In the strong name of our collective faith. Amen.
George Bush looks a little worried. I didn't see him. Where's all the faith now?
In the benediction, Reverend Dr. Sylvester Beeman, with a prayer and a plea for unity.
If they really had faith, They wouldn't need to be wearing masks. As all as 6 feet distancing.
Of his presidency, he said, "My whole soul is in this, bringing America together."
George, this was an inaugural speech aimed at uniting the country, but so much of this was speaking directly to Donald Trump supporters or those.
Oh, did you see that flag? The Space Force? That's funny.
It's not about a candidate. Democracy has prevailed. But he also used this moment to attempt to reclaim truth. We just saw an outgoing president who, by counts, issued more than 33,000 assaults on the truth, mistruths, and this was about taking truth and reclaiming facts, George.
They left their flags in a jar by the door.
2 weeks ago, told the country, told the world what we saw there will not prevail.
I will never get used to these masks. Well, no arrest today. Here we go, the end of America. Yeah. Yeah, if I would have known, hold on a second. Let me take this out for now. Yeah, if I would have known from the beginning of this, start watching this, I would have listened more better to what they were saying. I'll have to re-listen to all this shit again and listen to what they're saying from the beginning, because I really didn't catch on to what they're really saying, deep down what they're really saying. And to me, this whole fucking thing was like a funeral. And it's not because I felt that way. It just looks that way. I mean, it looks like that's what they're actually doing. I can't believe that this is actually really happening, but who'd have thought the world would be wearing masks either, you know? I never want to hear trust the plan again. Yeah, no shit.
David, you're that silence, failing to mention President Trump at all. That silence may have been the most eloquent and elegant rebuke possible.
It was profound not to hear. We were told this would be looking forward, but we did not hear him mention his predecessor.
We all know this mask thing is not going away. The jabs are coming. I mean, they were literally I heard them talking about what place was that? Somebody was trying to get the VAXX, trying to get it into where they could distribute it, and I swear it was like Starbucks or something like that. I'm like, what in the fuck would restaurants want to give the vax out to people? And I'm serious. They're trying to get the vax. They're trying to get that in every place that people go. If you don't go to the grocery store, or you don't go to the hospital, or Walgreens, or CVS, they're going to make sure they have it everywhere. So wherever you go, you have the option to get it. Welcome, Prelim. So what I was saying before was they were talking about cleaning. Hey, Prelim, do you want to come in?
The president, Lindsey Davis, confronted
There's the link. What I was talking about before is they were talking about cleaning the White House. You know, they always clean it in between. They grab all Trump stuff, pack it up, move it out. They clean everything down. They put new beds in and everything. But with the coronavirus going on, they make sure that they clean everything down really good. And they were talking about how Trump and his family don't wear the mask, and Biden and his family all wear the mask. And so there's like this big gap in between. So let's say Biden gets into the White House. 2 weeks later, Biden is sick. Biden is sick because Trump left the virus behind in the White House somewhere, and Biden picked it up. So let's go with this. Biden gets sick, and he dies from this. And then who becomes president? Right there. Did you hear that? Yeah, she becomes president. I don't know how you can get any worse, really. I mean, Biden's in, and we know Trump definitely now. There's no doubt in my mind now Trump's involved. Trump didn't do jack fucking shit. I did have that little hope that there would be arrests today. But I mean, common sense tells you it's not going to happen.
I think it was a memorable speech for Joe Biden, an important speech, the most important speech of his life. I think we will also remember a man that one line struck out to me was, even as we hurt, we hope. And the other thing, sandwiched in between, on the other side of Biden's speech, is irreverent.
Well, all I gotta say, honestly, is to get right with the Lord, and you really need to start thinking about what you're gonna do when they come for you. If you're not gonna take the vax and you're not gonna wear a mask, you need to start preparing in your mind what you're gonna do. And I know the choices are difficult. If you have to pretty much tell yourself that you are not a part of this world. This is not our world. This is Satan's ground. This is Satan's world. This is Satan's ground. This is his playground. We are not a part of that. We literally have to die to move on, to get out of here. But no, well, once you die and you have the Lord in. Well, there's just something eating me up inside about this whole thing. I mean, obviously, all the other stuff, we know everything. We know it's a bunch of bullshit. We know that the election was stolen. This whole thing felt like I was at a funeral. I personally feel something deeper is going on. To try to overthrow our country. Democracy triumphed this today. You know, and there's another thing I heard today is that the media is starting to spread this around now, is that anybody who is a Trump supporter, pretty much, if you're wearing anything Trump, you are a terrorist. They are marking you as a terrorist.
The world has to deal with whoever is president. And I know foreign leaders around
They'll
the
have,
world, the Trump
before it's
administration were just
over,
holding their breath. I also
100
look at
days
the
lockdown,
American
mandatory mandatory gun buyback. Yeah, the guns, they're going to come after the guns. Now the real masquerade starts. Yeah. They'll have kiosks before it's over. Yeah. No shit. You just walk up to a machine, pay your. You don't even have to pay. It's free. And just put your arm up there. Bam.
And then carried on and
They'll have, see, laugh my ass off. Bill Clinton fell asleep. It's so ridiculous, but that's exactly what they would do. A lot of people, they are wearing double masks. Oh my God, I didn't see that. Unbelievable. Look at the brochure on the lady. Oh, the brooch on the Lady Gaga's gas. Gas queen. No, I was talking about that earlier. That big bird. Are you talking about that big bird that was on her fucking coat, Bill? I seen that, and as soon as I seen that, I'm like, that's gotta be. There's some sort of symbolism to that, I bet.
The problem that is causing the disunity. He said our real foes are anger and resentment and hatred, and without unity there's no peace, only bitterness and fury, no progress, only exhausting outrage. That worst version of ourselves that everybody seems to give themselves permission to be on social media, and it's really a problem of national character. Benjamin Franklin.
I'm wondering what they're going to do. I mean, they're showing that they are arresting. The only people I see being arrested are the people that showed up for that Capitol Hill thing. They're not only arresting people that were in the Capitol, they're arresting people that fucking showed up to it. I'm hearing of people being arrested that just fucking showed up to it. You know, that anybody who was on the grounds that day, your fucking photo has been taken. You're in the system somewhere.
Hugging, shaking hands. And I thought from Joe Biden today, certainly he was commander in chief. He was also Papa in chief.
It was a dove. It was a dove.
If you still disagree, so be it. Disagreement must not lead to.
Do they release doves for a funeral? I know they do sometimes at a wedding. But do they do that at a funeral? I don't remember what song. What song did she sing? Anybody know what song Lady Gaga sang? I forgot. Voynick, welcome, bud.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Okay. I guess you're watching the inauguration, right?
Yeah.
So what? So you told me you had hope that they were going to make mass arrests? What?
Oh, I've been hearing it for the last couple of days, so I had like just a little bit that might take place, but I mean, I knew.
Are you healed now? Are you finally so disappointed that you will never ever have that tiny spark of hope sparkled by them? You cannot have hope sparkled by the mainstream media, sucker. You know.
Oh, no. Mainstream media wasn't talking about the arrest.
Come on.
This was like a back.
like a Q story.
Yeah, exactly. It actually sounded like it was coming from Q. Yeah. No, I know.
How do you feel? How do you feel now? How do you feel now?
Well, I
Stupid.
feel that. No, I don't feel stupid because I knew. I was telling everybody that was pushing that shit. I was telling to them, no,
It's
I
not
don't
gonna
think that's gonna happen. But in the back of your mind, you are hoping that, hey, maybe I could be wrong. Hopefully this could take place, but that just crushed that right there. I mean, the little hairline fracture of hope I had is now gone.
That's a good thing. I mean, you need to have hope, but
Yeah, just like Barbara said here, still feel betrayed. Yeah. I think
well, fool. How does it go? That saying, like, fool me once, shame on you; fool me twice, shame on me. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah. What are we gonna do, bud? So they're
going to do this night curfew in my country.
I was just going to ask you about that. So you're on night curfew. What you have to be in by what time?
By 8 o'clock, and you can't come out until 4 o'clock. And but it's going active this Monday, and there's already people protesting, of course. And I just try to watch this official announcement of that, and I just heard the Prime Minister speak 4 words, and I just shut it off. I'm like, he said, like, of course nobody wants a night curfew. Then I already know what the next words are going to be, right? So
we have to do it to save lives.
Don't take it personally. It's not about you.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to go out there and be responsible for being a super spreader, do you?
No.
If this whole fucking world doesn't stand up now, I mean, soon, we're pretty much out of time now. But if people do not start standing up, I'm noticing that the
Dude, I've been asked like by people, like, where's your mask? When I'm walking around without a mask.
Yeah, I'm getting that too.
And today this man in the story, he wore a mask and he was pointing like he was pointing. I looked at him like, dude, sir, where's your mask? Where's your mask? I said, I don't wear a mask. And you don't keep your distance? I said, I'm sorry. And because I bended towards him, he just bended away. And I'm like, wow.
The longer this goes on, the more indoctrinated people are getting. And they're actually fighting for it now. I mean, I'm actually seeing people really getting upset if you're not wearing a mask or social distancing. I've gotten people mad at me for both. And have said it to me.
I start just telling them, so what should I do? Watch television all day, read the papers, believe what they say? Never read a paper, never read into science. That's what I should do? Be afraid, right? That's what I just tell them. I can't hold back, dude. I can't hold back any longer.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I have to say something, and the hardest thing that I'm dealing with when I'm out there is, when you see people with the mask, it upsets me. But when I see these little fucking kids with masks on, I literally want to slap the parent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why? How and where do you get to that point to make that all right?
I don't know. I've said this before, and I'm happy that I said goodbye to all my friends and family, because they're all wearing masks now. They are. I know they are. And I'm glad I don't have to go through that, Because sometimes I see someone on the street and I still recognize them. And I could just act like I don't recognize them because they wear this mask, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, I walked by this black girl the other day, and she was working at this place I went into, and she had a mask on. And when I walked by her, I smiled, and all I seen was her cheeks go up like into her eyes to show me that she she smiled back. It's crazy. I can't tell what people are. I don't know. It's crazy not being able to see people for who they are.
Yeah.
And Dell Miles says, I get that too. They look like zombies and I ignore them. So sad. They have to do bad signs. Laugh out loud. Barbara says,
People are gonna die. People are gonna die from this fucking hypoxia by wearing this mask. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Well, that's what people are getting sick from now, but they think it's the fucking crony. Barbara says, I've seen pets with masks. I've not seen a pet yet with a mask, but if you're seeing pets with masks, that's beyond crazy.
Dude, even these people wearing masks on the street or masks in the elevator and just...
Oh my God, yeah, I know. And people, they're driving by themselves and they have a mask on. When I go past them, I'm just like, I always just shake my head. Every time I see a guy, I don't do it to women, but I should probably. But every time I see a guy with a mask on, I try to look him straight in the eye and just shake my head with disgust. But most of them,
sometimes I forget that people wear masks, and then when I see them, I immediately start saying, you know, such a bunch of fucking fools you are, you know, and then it's okay. Then I can walk on, and I just hope that nobody heard it. But I do a lot of mumbling under my breath too. Yeah, right.
I mean, I do a lot of that more than I call them fucking idiots and everything. It's a good thing they don't hear me. But yeah, morons, fucking idiots, fucking sheep. I want. You know, I should think of the craziest thing to do anytime I see a person wear a mask. Order them to do something crazy, and see if they'll do it. Obviously, they're not going to do it. And when they say, "Why would you want me to do that?" I'm going to say, "Well, you're fucking wearing a mask. Why would you do that?"
Well, that's what I asked the man. He said, "Why don't you wear a mask?" I said, "Why do you wear a mask?" Well, because everybody. So yeah.
Go along to get along. I'm going along to get along. I'm going to suffocate my fucking self because everybody else is doing it.
Because I'm a hero, I'm going to suffocate myself.
Yeah.
Saving lives.
Until then, they don't notice bacterial buildup.
Dude, if a virus was real, you know, life wouldn't be possible on Earth. I mean, if there's constantly these tiny things in the air and everywhere, trying to find a host. I mean, we know that those are insects who do that, you know, and you can notice it, and it doesn't work like that for a virus. A virus is just not real. It's just not real.
Yeah,
it needs to be a fantasy because otherwise they cannot control it. So that's why it's all one big fucking lie. So they can control the narrative. It needs to be a lie. It needs to be a lie. It cannot hold any truth because if it holds truth, it's on our side, you know, and they can't have that.
Right.
They can't have that.
No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
They
can't. It's against just like it would make us feel bad to lie to somebody about something. It makes them feel bad if they tell the truth to anybody.
Yeah.
And people think that's crazy, but it's true.
But look at it. Look at the fucking world
Yeah.
that we are in. I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know why. Because they cannot handle actual reality. They cannot handle truth. And that's why they've fled. They've fled into lies. And it's become... I had a sister who lied a lot. She fantasized about a lot. And my parents used to tell her, like, you got to stop doing this because people will not believe you anymore. You know, and soon enough, nobody believed her. Any story that she told, it was always filled with lies. And we were always like, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, where did that happen? In America, right? Yeah, in America. You know, it was always the same.
Yeah. So and that's another thing that's funny as hell is they have American flags going from all the way back, you know, where there would be normally people, you know, thousands of people. They put flags there instead. How do you feel in your country where you are? How are people taking it? I mean, it don't really have much. I don't think much of an effect. Our presidency to your country, does it have any? Do you guys, you know, how do they feel? How does your country feel about what's going on over here?
Yeah, there's people following it, and there's people, of course, it's just as well a divide in Europe as it is in America. I mean, there's people for Trump and there's people for Biden, and I'm like, wow, how can you even have because it's so important for the world, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, just look around you, you know, start thinking about that. Look what's happening to our own country.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is we need to get out of the left and right paradigm. The Republican and Democrat, they're both the same. I know you know that. I know a lot of people on here that are my subs know that. But whoever's watching this that don't know that, they are the same. Believe me. If you cannot see that by now, you need to check yourself. Because they're the same.
Yeah,
they're evil. They're evil. Nothing but evil.
They're pure evil. And I mean, every government, any kind of government, will always lead to tyranny and totalitarianism. Always.
Yeah, I agree. And the media has been starting to spin since this morning. I mean. They have been talking for a while since the Capitol Hill thing took place. They've been talking a while and putting down, you know, talking about the arrests that are taking place, talking about how bad these people are. But now they're actually arresting people who weren't even had anything to do with being inside the Capitol. That they just showed up on Capitol grounds as a Trump supporter. And they are being arrested.
No, of course, and the guys instigating it and the guys actually doing it, they got rewarded, and you know they're paid actors. I mean, the girl who fell down from the barricades, what did she have in a backpack? The woman that fell down, right? The woman that was shot. What did she have in a backpack? A pillow, so that she could fall back. She had been.
No shit. I didn't hear that.
Dude.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Nothing inside of that bag. There was just a pure pillow. And the way she fell, she had been training that. She had been training that for days. How to fall like that.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You know, I'm hearing different.
You don't fall like that when you get shot. You would feel your neck like, wow, what the fuck? And
you would at least grab your neck.
You don't fall back to the. It was not like she fell back from the impact, because she was hit from the side and then she fell back. No, dude, no, it doesn't work like that.
You're gonna go sideways, aren't you?
Well, you're gonna drop. You're gonna drop.
You're gonna go.
You're just gonna drop.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel it you're gonna feel it in your neck, like what? But maybe you don't even feel it. That's even more usual that you don't feel it and you just continue and you only feel it like a few seconds later. That's the usual reaction of a gunshot, dude.
Right.
I mean, it's staged in so many ways. People that fall for that are really, really very stupid, especially truthers. I mean, they're just pulling every trick out of the box to keep your attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that side of it. I also heard that she was actually shot, and it's blood. It was like a like a ceremony of having blood on the floor of the Capitol, like some kind of ritual or something. And I heard of a guy who went down, who bent down to help her, actually had blood because she didn't have any blood on her at all until the one guy bent over and he was able to pour a bunch of blood out of whatever. You know, I mean, with everything else going down, you know, I back when they were trying to take the guns earlier and Sandy Hook happened. I mean, none of them kids were killed. No people are ever dying in these things, and people keep falling for it, but they don't. They just listen to what comes out of mainstream media, and that's all they got. That's their proof.
Yeah.
Because mainstream media said it. That's proof enough.
Yeah. Everybody says so it must be true.
Right. And Bill says the real lockdowns will start now. Barbara says, yep, Bill. Bill also said you have approximately 91,000 troops spread across the country now. Yeah. Barbara said total psyop. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And what were the fucking troops for? Why did they need so many fucking troops?
Dude, just to keep your attention. Anything, any trick out of the box to keep your attention. Any trick until it's too late and it's war.
Yeah. Do you think? I think no matter where, and this will be another thing to keep everybody's attention. Is I think every time Biden goes out anywhere, if he's gonna talk anywhere, or he goes out to see something somewhere, and has to talk to the media, no. I think they're going to have a glass cage or a plastic, kind of like the Pope. Anywhere he went, he had a fucking shield around him. I think they're gonna do that to Biden because they're marking everybody as anybody that wears anything Trump. You are now a terrorist. You are a domestic terrorist. That's what the media is pinning everybody that wears anything Trump. Dose of reality. You got a dose of reality sweater.
Yeah, of course I do.
I was thinking if I had a little extra money, I was going to buy one of Tommy's shirts.
You should put some more time in a nice design.
Yeah, so General at a DOD press conference yesterday stated it. What did he? I'm kind of lost, Bill. General at the DOD press conference yesterday stated it. What did he state? But the media here has started saying any Trump supporter is a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
So
so how come Trump wasn't arrested at the inauguration? Did he leave the country or what? I mean,
actually, he left before the inauguration. He didn't even show up. about an hour prior, they showed him getting on a helicopter, and then Air Force One.
That's a pretty dramatic exit.
Yeah, they took him to. He went to Florida. So that's where him and his family are, or actually him and his wife are right now. They're in Florida. So yeah, it's getting crazy.
And then you see these messages about the nuclear bomb shooting.
Oh, the football.
He's not going to hand it over. He's not going to hand it over to Biden. It's his last. Yeah, it's his last. Really, if we only will keep this one, then we will win. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah.
I love how they leave some of the news out, just like what you're saying. The news on TV was saying that exactly what you said, that he had the football. They call it the football over here. Yeah. The bag, the nuke codes, is in a big black bag, and he won't give it. He won't hand it over.
He won't hand it over, no.
But yet they're not saying that there's more than one football out there, and Biden has his own football, and it was yesterday sometime it was activated. So today he got his football. So now he has the nuke codes. And
yeah, isn't it wonderful? It's just like the good old James Bond movies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they sure love to keep people on the edge of their seat or get them riled up, you know.
Yeah, and that's just what they're doing, dude. It's all one big fucking lie. And don't you dare saying that, because then you are the silly one. You are the silly. I mean, we're just in how do you call this, kindergarten, and we're the ones that know that Santa isn't real, and the teacher is telling us to lie to the other children because otherwise we would spoil it for them. That's the actual position that we are in. And soon the toddlers will kill us for telling them that Santa isn't real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just looking up some messages I got. Just looking at them, see if there's anything important. But yeah, fucking this shit. Where did I read that? Barbara says it's the worst movie I ever saw. Yeah, it is the worst movie. Oh, okay, 91,000 troops. So I still think they have there's a reason that them troops are there, and I don't think we know quite yet what they're there for, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. I'm sure that there's something. Obviously, they wouldn't just put that many troops out there for no reason at all.
No, it's exactly because you're talking about it now. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And in the end, I mean, curfew and shit. The army is gonna come down. I mean, the army is gonna control you, and the army and the police will control you, and all streets will be blocked because that's what they like to do. And people will start to wonder, like, why? Actually, why? Well, because that's what they like to do, and that's what they are here for. And if you like to do that too, you can join them. Join them because you can't beat them. Join them. That's the only solution. Join them. Just join them because you can't beat them. They will beat you up. Join them. Just join them, guys. Join them. It's the best thing to do. You better join them.
Yeah. They'll be like the one. They'll be like the ones where it'll be like that kind of the group where you join the group and then you get picked on the whole time. It's like let's beat this person.
Yeah, I never
Boy,
understood that.
Singeman has a question. I thought that's an interesting sweater. What is its significance? Oh, Singeman, it's just it's Brian Staveley. It's his stream, his channel. So Brian Staveley's channel, it's called Dose of Reality. So that's what it is. So if you get caught out after 8:00, do they give you a fine or
I don't know, dude. I haven't tried, and it will be activated on Monday. And
oh, okay.
I mean, they're already hunting me. I'm already a targeted individual.
Right.
So when I go outside, there will be like 3 or 4 or 5 phone calls like, come get him, he's outside. I know. I know for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we've got some rules that are going to be coming down here pretty soon too. I'm sure. Now that Biden's in there, I'm sure that they'll have somewhat probably the same rules as you, or even worse.
Yeah, of course, it's going down worldwide. I mean, it's in France. It's after 6 in the afternoon. You can't go in the streets anymore till 4 or 5 in the morning. It's really crazy, dude.
Wow! So they got everybody locked up in their homes.
It's like that in France. It's like that in Germany. It's like that in Spain already. UK not, I believe. But it's also very strict in UK. Yeah. People are taking it, man. People are just taking it. They're loving it. They're loving it. They love to be part of the fucking drama. They would love to have COVID just to be part of the story. They would love.
Yeah, I'm seeing that around here.
They would lie about having COVID just to be part of the story.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing that around here too. Yeah, they wear it like a badge. I had COVID. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just getting too fucking crazy. Pretty soon. I mean, they're already taking a lot of sites down. I get one more strike and my site's gone. And as far as going to DLive or anything like that, I don't know if I'm going to go to DLive because it seems to me it's a bunch of bullshit. DLive.
It's an escape. It's an escape.
Yeah, but they're doing the same thing too.
Yeah.
They're pulling people down, and they're gonna, I mean, I go over there, then I gotta try to get everybody over there. Once I get everybody over, then I start pulling, start pulling fucking
lemonized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey Jennifer, welcome. Singeman, Annie, Barbara, Jennifer. Welcome, and Bill, Mandela Miles. I don't know if Mandela Miles. I don't know. Jim, did you take off? I don't know if Jim's still on there. Trucker Jim, he must be busy. If anybody else wants to come in, you're more welcome to come in and join the conversation with me and Voynich.
No, you got some lurkers and chatters. Nobody
hey, Dean.
People,
I got
a lot of people just like to watch YouTube,
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch shows and there's like 150 people viewing and nobody calls in. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, eh?
Yeah.
DLive wants me to update. I will be deleting the app. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I'm signed up over there. I just haven't been able to find a platform to um StreamYard. I didn't think StreamYard did that, so I ended up getting rid of StreamYard over there. And I was gonna do Streamlabs, but there's all kinds of bullshit you got to do with Streamlabs, so I deleted all that, and then found out that you can use Streamyard. So I'm bringing Streamyard back. So I just haven't set that part up again. Hey, Joe Dirt. He says, I don't know. Can you see chat or not?
I can if I click here.
Oh, okay. Joe says hi. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Jennifer says hi too.
Hey, can you roll me one of them? I feel like I need something to get high. I need to get high. I need to get high. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go get my
I got some
weed. Yeah. Send me some of that stuff. Okay, I'll be right back. Just a second.
No, I'm already on a list, and you're already on a list. We're gonna get in trouble for that. Dose of reality. That's already better.
I definitely feel like I'm on a different planet every time I see people with masks on. I feel like I'm in a fucking different planet.
Well, it's been like this for me, actually. Well, not this extreme with the masks and the mandates, but I've been living in this fake world for 4 years. You know, I've been this whole experience with this Voynich manuscript. When I had that experience, I knew this world was fake in a way. You know.
You mean since you become Mandela effective?
No. Since I had this this insight into my previous lives, in my current life, in what I was and what I've become, and I wasn't looking for that, you know. I was just trying something, and I suddenly came into contact with all this information. I didn't know what to believe, but everybody around me also changed. Like their masks fell off. I could see through them. I could see, like, well, she is not my sister. She's always played my sister, but she's really not kind to me. And my friends are really not kind to me. And if I want to talk to them about it, they're not willing to talk about it.
No, because I think you're
the next
crazy,
thing that they will say is that there's something wrong with me for addressing that there was something wrong in the relationship, you know. And then the next thing that will be discussed is the things that are wrong with me. And I'm like, no, that's not. No, we can discuss that. I want to discuss about you. No, that's not allowed. Now we're going to talk about you. Okay. And that was always that always happened in the same pattern, right? Always this narcissistic reaction, this defense, always this defense. And
right.
So I came to the conclusion that I'm living in a Truman world, and it is about me, and it's not about them. They are actors. Even my mother, even my sister, yeah, even my brother, even my friends, all actors. That's enough. So it's useless to try to convince them of anything, because whether they will play along or whether they don't play along, it's all an act. You know, it's all an act. So I'm not gonna invest any longer. Anything, nothing.
Right. I mean, I'm definitely seeing a lot of fakery. I mean, basically, this whole world is fake. I mean,
Yeah,
everything
and
is
since I knew that, all these I became targeted, right? So I got all these visits from the police, so just out of nowhere, you know,
Mhm.
and trouble with the police just out of nowhere, just because they want to make trouble.
Yeah, I'm about the same as you, but mine was in 2016 when I woke up to a lot of this shit.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's like everything seems to be fucking fake, and there only seems to be like maybe I don't know, I don't know how big this world is really. I mean, you could actually only be 500 miles from me right now. I wouldn't know because I don't think I don't. I think everything. I think
well,
everything is a
I've traveled
lie.
to South Africa, so that's pretty far. That's like 24 hour traveling. So,
Yeah,
well,
I've never been out of the United States. You know, so you could be like just over the pond. You know, like Britain. You know, I don't know. Just everything seems to be a lie here. Everything.
yeah. Well, now we know why, because they cannot handle reality, so they escape in this world of lies and acknowledgement. It's like the the emperor's dress, the emperor's new clothes, right?
Hmm.
Like that.
Singeman says, I told everyone around me if I was going to get this bad or and worse, that I was going to get this bad and worse. I'm sure that's what he meant.
Oh yeah,
And Joe Dirt said 2015 was my eye opener. I knew the veils were see through. Yeah, I agree, Joe Dirt.
really quite awake to shit in 2010, 11, because when the Olympic Games of 2012, the opening ceremony, there was like, they were telling the whole story that we actually already knew by then, but it was still quite shocking.
I mean, I started noticing. I knew something was not right when the 9/11 happened.
Yeah,
That's when I very first started really starting to wake up.
yeah.
Is that when that happened? I knew something wasn't right. Soul for Sale said Biden is going to mandate the mask for everybody federally. You know what? Soul for Sale. I'm not sure. I heard that too, that he was going to do that. But what does that actually mean? Does that mean that you're going to? Oh shit! Wait, he's signing something right now.
After this, being assisted there by the Vice President. This always takes place after the inaugural address. As Ron was saying, there's usually a lunch as well. That's not going to happen today. We see all those masks inside all throughout the.
He's doing it now.
Came to the Capitol today, had to also have a test for COVID within 48 hours of appearing at the ceremony. The Vice President, President Biden, has been so careful throughout this campaign, and of course is looking to set an example as president.
What did he sign? I don't know. Did he sign the mask thing now? Was that it?
Continue. We're going to take one more quick break.
That was quick. Indoors and outdoors. Are you fucking joking? Yeah, it's already starting to get crazy. Sorry, hold on. Let me.
I told you it's warp speed. I mean, mandatory vaccines is within 6 months, guys. Don't be crazy. We all know it.
Yeah,
Not gonna take them years.
this is coming fast. I know, I know, but I know that it's fucking happening, and I know that it's coming fast. I still can't wrap my fucking mind around it. I mean, I know it is what it is, and everything, but it's
People will drop like flies taking this fucking vaccine. You will see it. They're already doing it in Norway, and the first group of people that they're inoculating are the elderly.
Yeah.
First round of inoculations was 28 direct deaths. Direct deaths. Official numbers. That was in the first week. Second week, now we are up to 89 deaths.
Yeah.
So it's going real well. But these are not in the mainstream media, but these are official numbers. 89 immediate deaths on injection. 89. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. That's a very high success rate.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Because these other people,
I'm actually hearing. I'm hearing a little bit. I'm hearing a little bit right now that in America, it's happening here too. And the nurses who've been taking it. I just watched a video before I went live. Somebody sent it to me through Messenger, and it had three nurses, and maybe they were all kind of nurses and CNAs, whatever. They're in the medical field, and they got the shots, and they're having neurological side effects. One, her face was all paralyzed, and then the other one is like the whole body is like she's like jolting. At first I watched that video, and I'm like looking for fakery in it, to see if she was faking it. I don't know if she was, but I'll tell you, the second and third and fourth girl, they weren't faking.
No.
They had some serious problems going on. It's
they just think if I take the they literally think if I just take the vaccine, everything will be okay again. They literally think that, and nothing else. Don't you try make me think anything else. Don't you even try make me think. I just want to react. I just want to be able to say no or yes. Don't make me doubt. Don't make me doubt.
I'll tell you if he really did sign that shit all right now, I will damn it.
Move to Texas.
No, I was gonna say I'll be in jail a lot because I won't do it. So I will be in jail a lot. So I'll let you guys know if you don't hear from me doing live streams or through somewhere, I'm in jail. I'm in jail or dead. Yeah, I don't know. I caught the tail end of what he was signing. He signed 3 or 4 different books I seen on there that he had to sign. So
there's COVID, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard COVID, but I didn't hear what it was for. So if any of you guys out there heard about what happened just there, what he signed, tell us what the fuck he signed, because I don't know what the hell he signed. But if he did sign the mask mandate and the vax, they won't. I thought of that too, that they won't get me in jail, Singe Man. He says I will not go to jail. And I thought of that too. I'm like, do I really want to fucking sit in a jail cell to wait to get executed? Or let's just fucking do it now and let me fight my way, through it. So yeah.
They're coming to get you anyway, so you better shoot one through the head before they shoot you. Yeah. But I'm gonna do.
I don't have a gun, so fucking.
There's other ways to shoot. Yeah.
Draw your line in the sand. Oh, I have actually got my line. I've got my line drawn. I just haven't decided yet how I want to go out. I mean, I know I want to go out fighting, but do I want to go out letting them get a hold of me and take me to a slave camp, or do I want to fight right there on the spot and just let them take me out right there and then? I haven't decided that part yet. But they won't get that fucking needle in my arm. I will promise you that.
Dude,
I
it's
won't.
what I said the last time they arrested me. I told these guys, like, what the fuck are you gonna do with me now? You know, these guys said, maybe we're gonna jab you. I
Wow.
wasn't afraid, but yeah, I mean, so intimidating, right? Maybe we're gonna jab you because they know my position on it, right? That's why they're fighting me.
They so for sale says they will fine you into bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Let me go back.
We will be forbidden to live off the land. We will be forbidden to roam the land. We will be forbidden to dig tunnels. I mean, dude, just gonna take everything away.
Yeah.
People would think it's beautiful. People think, oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Annie, should I just focus on God or try to improve things? I would go back and focus on God and don't take your eye off that. Forget everything else. I'm being straight up with everybody. I think personally that everybody should find Jesus Christ in their hearts, because I believe that's the only way that we will be saved. And by taking the jab, they're taking, I should say, any kind of spirituality you have. They are changing the structure, the human DNA structure right now.
Dude, that's what I think I recognize in some people. I think, well, you must have taken a jab before because there's nothing inside of you. There's literally nothing inside of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually seen people like that too that are just out of it, mean as hell, bitchy or whatever as hell, and they have nothing in their eyes.
Yeah.
Nothing. You can tell. There's nothing there.
That's pretty serious.
The math. Tom. Hey, Tommy. Good. I love breaking rules. He says. Not Tommy. Tommy, tell the truth. This is Tommy Stock 64. Eugenics for sure. Barbara says. Yeah. Yep. Pretty warped. While we tried to warn them, so don't feel bad. Yeah. Voynich is so right. Yes or no, but don't make me think. Singeman says they'll go to jail. So for sale, they will fine you into bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Singeman, I tried to concentrate on my skills and God knows to the grindstone. Welcome, Cammy. How you doing? If someone threatens you, smile and don't flinch unless you take willingly. It won't count. They need you to willingly comply. Threats are just hot air, people. I totally agree. You have to say, give your what I want to say, Voynich. You have to give your permission. You have to give your permission for them to stick you with it, to jab you.
And the good thing is they're not liable, right? They're not responsible for any effects.
Yeah, no, right. You cannot sue them You cannot sue them if something goes wrong.
Administered to you by a company that gets sued for vaccine. How do you say injury? For what's it? 3 billion per year, or 30 billion per year. I mean, it's really insane, these numbers.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody? Nobody has said. I'll have to look at it. I keep forgetting. You know that that tells you how old you are when you keep forgetting that you have all the information right here. You don't have to go to the library or go out and get a newspaper. You know, I'm thinking, or wait for them to say it on TV what he fucking signed. So I'm thinking, I'm waiting for people to list what he signed and stuff. I could just fucking look it up. So, I'm looking this up. What's his name? Biden. Okay. What? And I'm not gonna write president. I'm gonna write just Biden.
What did he sign?
So I think what it means is that you have to mask up indoors and outdoors on federal property.
Yeah, okay.
So they really can't touch you unless you're on federal property. I think that's the federal buildings, federal property. I don't think they have any property unless it's a building. Like federal, like the parks and stuff, are them federal or are they state? I think they're state.
I don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you?
No.
I keep forgetting that you're out of the country.
With my heavy accent and always stuttering for words.
Let's see. I'm still trying to find what the hell he signed. But I'll have it within 5 minutes, I guarantee you. I will have it within 5 minutes.
Encouraged by abolitionists who, among other things, sponsored a trip for him to do some study in Europe.
I hope.
This is a painting that he painted in 1859.
Okay, come on. It's got to be on here somewhere.
Classic America as a paradise painting that a lot of painters were doing then. But for him, a black artist painting this painting that's so...
All right, here we go. Packer, let's see. Biden swore in as...
That makes all of that, I think, even more interesting.
Maybe I won't have it within 5 minutes. This seems to be a little bit harder because he just signed it, so it takes people time to write it and put it on there, you know. So I'll have it in a little bit. Hey, Captain, welcome. Go back up. BLM lands is federal. BLM. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's federal. You would get you would get a ticket or something if you're on BLM land. Anyways, they would probably arrest you. Too many are falling for it. Stay under his arms. Be loved and saved. Joe Dirt, everything you want or need to know is in the air. Just reach out and grab it. Check out Orion letters and Alberta plates. I can't do that right now, Mandel Mile. Give me a second. Notice all those who focus on God's will are still fine and happy. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy in generally. But I don't like the spot I'm in. But
Nobody likes war, and people just have to admit that that we are in a war, and it's the government against the individual. It's the group against the individual. That's why I said join them, because you can't beat them.
yeah, once the Fed's instituted, you don't think every public entry is going to have to go along with it. Yeah. Look at the idiots now wearing masks in their cars. Yeah, I know. It's just this fucking crazy. You're not focused, Pat. I'm doing so many things here. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing half of the time. What do you mean I'm not focused? What am I not focused on, Cammy? Hold on a second. I gotta look that thing up that Mendel Mile wanted me to look up. Ah, shit.
Very glad we still carry on some of our favorite. It's my honor and privilege to help present these flags of our nation.
But it's not Nazis, because Nazis had bitchin' uniforms. Okay, let's see. Let's go back up. Mendel Mile, where are you?
Yeah, the Nazis had uniforms designed by Hugo Boss. Now that's a designer. Did you know that? Many people don't know that.
Oh, here's the link.
The Star Spangled Banner is our greatest symbol of our endurance of the American idea. It flies over this building on triumphant days.
Mendel Mile, it won't let me click on the link. So I don't know if you want to tell us what it's about. Hugo's Boss did focus groups with German women. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Hard to focus in a world of illusion. So right, Joe Dirt. Right on. What they found attractive, since sons, fathers, brothers, etc., would be enlisting. Welcome, Bolt Gun. How you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Hey.
Doing good. Considering the fact, what did you see and hear what Biden just signed into law?
No, I've been trying to get my phone to get straightened up to get on here with you guys. I've been out over here.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you?
Oh man, just sitting and watching this place go to hell. And I mean, got a little. I live here in the boonies, man. I live down by the Ohio River. Really rural setting. It's we got a lot of Amish around here. I mean, the old order Amish, but not the Mennonites. They still drive cars and stuff, but it's you can walk down the road here and buy fresh produce that's come from the fields, and I mean it's hand grown. They still use horses and no electricity in their house stuff. And I mean that's probably 30% of the community around here, and people are pretty upset. Yeah, that's the majority around here. There's not much Biden support. You see a sign every now and then. I don't think this is. I got a feeling that this whole thing is literally orchestrated to cause one of the worst civil wars we've ever seen in this country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's literally. I mean, it's the exact same thing they did in the last. You study the real Civil War. You throw out the shit that they taught us in history class in grade school and in high school, and we find out that there were black people that owned white slaves in this country. That it weren't just the black that was enslaved. You were enslaved because of political and financial status. That's
Yeah.
what put you up for slavery. It didn't have a damn thing to do with what color you was.
Right.
And just how many lies there are. And so the war, you know, what was the Civil War supposedly was over states' rights. You know, I've learned, you know, since that it wasn't over slavery, that was put in like they'd slip COVID in for a reason to have to go to war because half the people were opposing the proper treatment, proper precautions and lockdowns and stuff. And,
Right.
you know, it was
right.
really over states' rights because the Electoral College come out of that and stuff. And who even knows about that now? You know, I mean, how do we even know that that's what it was about?
You know, you may be onto something because state rights. We know the states that went against Trump, and them could be the states that we're in civil war with.
Brother, I'm telling you, man. Once you study the real truth about
And
our
I'm in
history
one
and how
of the
these,
states.
and you go to the Archduke Ferdinand. Okay, that's controlled opposition, man. It's the same damn thing. That Archduke Ferdinand that started World War I is the same thing that just happened at the State House. Okay, I mean, look at, and then you go to World War II, the bombing of Pearl Harbor. We've already got proof that they already knew. And what we did was we starved the Japanese and put them in a position where they had no other choice. But I mean, how could you not attack us? You know, I mean, you're going to do something.
Yeah, didn't we stop the oil and everything? Lots of things from getting over there.
Yeah, we killed them. I mean, got them dependent on that stuff. You know, and go into that Oriental market where that was hard to get into. People, there's still places that Americans can't go over. I lived in Okinawa, Japan. Me and my wife went over and lived for a year, and there's places that says Americans not allowed. They won't let your sorry ass in there. It used to piss me off. But I'm going to tell you what, from what I found out about my fellow countrymen now, I don't blame them for not fucking letting us in there. Because I'm going to say, just from what I'm seeing, about 90% of the American population is some of the dumbest motherfuckers you can talk to in your life. They've been fucking lied to about their true history. Half of these motherfuckers don't even know who their dad is anymore. You know, that's how bad this damn place is. And that's why these people hate our ass, man. That's why I got my ass, my grandfather, my dad, me, and my son, my oldest boy, got our asses shot off everywhere we went in the military, man. And there's a fucking reason for that. They hate our ass. We have been out for 200 and some years, literally harassing, intimidating, bullying, and fucking massacring every other nation that's around us. And you get to reading the Bible, man. You know, that pins us down, buddy. That pins us down to who the hell we are.
That's really sad.
Yeah, it is, man. Shit broke my heart, to find out that, we were, my family's diehard military, man. And, shit, dude. Find out what the hell we did. And nobody's got the answer for veteran suicide. And how many of these men wake up and realize that shit, man? How fucking many of them are sitting at home alone in their fucking living room and realize just who the fuck they've been fighting for and what the fuck they just got done doing, man.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about that, man. Nobody wants to. You know what the real reason for it is? They want to blame on everything, but I think a lot of it's got to do with the damn truth being finally revealed, man. Whether you can handle it or not. And I don't know.
Well, I went through the Mandela effect, waking up like we all did. We woke up to the Mandela effect and damn near lost our minds to that. So I could imagine, a little bit. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I've never taken anybody's life, so I don't know how that would feel. But I couldn't even imagine what that would feel like. And the innocence to be on top of that, the innocence being lost there.
I don't know. I can't say that I had someone that I bared down on the sights on my rifle and shot him, but I was on a Mod Deuce. It's a Browning 50 caliber machine gun, Mark 19 grenade launcher, and I drove a refueler and went out, and I had to be out by myself with an A driver on a refueler throughout the war, refueling Hawk missile batteries. It was about a 400-mile route during the day, and that was pretty exciting sometimes. But when I was in traffic in that truck, I couldn't tell the difference between civilians and the people that were suicide bombing us and stuff like that. And I'd get in traffic, I'd shove my way out of it. I mean, all these people are in these little cars and stuff, and I'm just blasting them in this great big truck, knocking them around like bowling pins. And I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Well, that shit's coming here now.
Yeah.
I got yeah, man, man, when I was over in that war, I always kind of wondered something like this had ever happened in our states, and there'd ever be a force that would show up, that would run around and do that, just, blow all of our buildings up and burn all the crops down. That's what we do. Man, we show up over and you guys, we talk about going back and living off the land and stuff. And the first thing that happens when the United States military shows up, they make it so you can't live off the land. They got all the streams and the agriculture and everything screwed up in the infrastructure that stuff ceases to be a resource anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I mean, you'd have to be an idiot not to see it coming here.
Yeah. And I don't know, have you been hearing anything about equipment staged along the Canadian and the Mexican border?
Japanese troops?
Japanese or Chinese or NATO, the equipment doesn't have any markings on it, but they say it's looking like European, but I haven't. The only reason why I'm even mentioning is because I've just heard it over and over. And there's military, the guys that are claiming to be prior service, I don't know what branch they served in, and they're hunting or out messing around on four-wheelers and stuff, and they're finding military equipment. And I don't know. I just wonder if anybody else had heard it. I can't see the chat. Oh, let me see if I can.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely heard it. I've done a live stream about it. There's video evidence. There's video evidence of them moving heavy armory tanks and stuff. They were bringing them off the ships onto land. The video was showing that. Now, I didn't see. I mean, she said that she was in Canada, but I didn't see any markings to show me that she was in Canada. So,
Yeah,
but I'm just.
That's the problem with the.
What?
I'm sorry.
You're
sorry. We
cutting
must
out.
have a delay or something. Have you got me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I butt in on you. I didn't mean to. I got some kind of delay going on here, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead, talk.
Oh, oh crap! I forgot what I was. What was we talking about there? I'm sorry.
I don't even know.
About the war and about that it would come to America one of these days.
Crap! I'm sorry, guys. My mind just slipped me, man. Daggone.
Hey, me too. I was like, what the?
I get like this when I'm upset, man. I can't hold a thought for nothing. My mind gets to going. And past couple days, I'm not upset because Trump's not getting in there or anything, man. I cannot believe how when I try to talk to people. I mean, I thought that after we got so deep into this, that people would they'd start seeing it, but they're still wearing these masks. It's getting worse. They are.
Yes.
It's a fashion statement.
Yeah.
They bought into this Trump stuff so much that they're going to send their children to their death willingly.
Yeah.
And destroy the very ground that they're trying to. I mean, I'm standing there. I'm like, I know how the hell they've done it all this time. You could just see it. History just repeating itself, and there ain't a damn thing to be done. Because they ain't they ain't never been. There's something wrong, man. I mean, there is something wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on target.
It's like supernatural. Well, I mean, something wrong is there's supernatural. You know, there's a paradigm, a shift. You know, like we're talking about this Mandela. There is a paradigm shift, energy wise. I don't know.
Yeah,
something
like
that has changed in these.
Brian also talks about it, and he talked about it like people got more aggressive, like they took another update and they became more aggressive and more judgmental. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are. It's unreal how aggressive they are in the vehicles. Because, like I said, here where we live, it's laid back, man. I mean, everybody around here moves like molasses. It's just country. You know, nobody gets
I'm wondering if I got part of
it.
I'm wondering if I got part of that update because I've been very angry lately myself.
I don't know. I've been having pretty bad anxiety trouble lately. You know, just Sarah just buzzing inside and rattling and stuff, and it's been out of shape. I can feel this. My oldest son says the same thing. You can feel this heaviness in the air. I don't like him. My world feels no more, man. I feel like I got a coat that don't fit that I know isn't mine. You know, it's got something wrong with it or something. I don't know how to explain it. I don't belong here no more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know, we all know what you mean because I'm the same. And
I totally agree. I agree.
Yeah, that's what brought us all together. I mean, you know, we're all the same bastard stepchildren, man. I mean, the ones, you know, nobody wants to listen to, nobody wants to around, don't fit in, and ain't going to play the damn game. And that's the way it is, man. And that makes you a little bastard son of a bitch, buddy. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, but I mean, the future is like a divide. Like there's people gonna fall for that, and there's people they're gonna retrieve into nature, and they're gonna evolve into nature. They're gonna be hassled and heckled.
They're not gonna have it,
but they will find a place, and they will make leaps in development too. In another way, they will refine. They will refine the techniques and the procedures to be more divine in a natural way and not in a technical way.
Yeah, this is kind of like a vision quest that the Native Americans used to do. You know, they take boy when he's 12 or 13 years old and abandon him out in the wilderness.
Yeah,
and they get in bad shape. You know, when you get down on your knees and get in bad shape, you know, you get more of a spiritual connection, and they do finally get water or food or warmth or whatever it is to survive, and they make it back to the village. They have went through that spiritual low, you know, and had to pull through use their faith and their wit, their stamina, their strength, knowledge, everything to come through. And if they did that and came back, they went on. If they didn't, they died out in the woods, and they didn't come back and reproduce and make any more idiots. You know, the shit worked. Everybody thinks it's cruel, but hey, the shit works. And and pretty soon, you know, you it's just like we do here with our livestock. You know, my wife's got chickens and we got goats. We don't take this old scraggly chicken that's running around here's got 1 foot bigger than the other one, bouncing off of shit, and he looks like he just got out of a rainstorm or something. You know, just don't look good. You take a nice, healthy, bright bird that runs around, he's up on his feet, you know, and active all day, and you knock the other one in the head. And we do it with the animals. And I'm not talking about knocking people in the head, but I'm talking about we artificially make it so some of the dumbest fucking people that I've ever seen in my life can live a fairly normal, what they would call productive life, because they've got a job punching the same fucking button to get paid for it. You know, and we see this shit over and over and over again, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man.
They couldn't have pulled any of this off if they didn't get people ignorant and literally stupid. You have got to have so much ignorance mixed with literal stupidity to pull this off. You couldn't do it if either one of them were missing. You know, because well, I don't know if just the stupidity kind of outrules everything, but you know, the ignorance, the lack of the exposure to it, that's the innocence in it. You know, they haven't had the opportunity or never even been presented with the information. But the stupidity comes in, even if they do get the information, they're not smart enough to disseminate between things, you know, to compare, to analyze. They don't analyze shit. They just try. They don't even give a fuck. They just try something. If it don't work, they might move on to something else. They might keep trying the same damn thing. You know, it's what we sit back and watch.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree. You ever notice how everything is like a set, like a stage, like everything is in like
I told you an hour ago, I live in a Truman Show. I know it's all a stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
It's not a metaphor. I literally know that I literally live among actors and actresses. I literally do, and they might not know it. I don't care.
Yeah. No,
you know, I don't care. I just don't want to.
We figured it out.
I just don't want to interact because I know it's just an act. There's absolutely no instigation from this world towards me to entertain any kind of contact with my peers or with the people around me. They're all fucking idiot actors, and they're evil, and they're goody two shoes, and they're hypocrites. That's what they are. That's all I get from them. So I really don't feel any kind of instigation, not incentive, none whatsoever. The only incentive that I feel when I walk outside is move away, just flee, find a refuge. Yep. That's all I feel. But where do I go? 100%. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, baby. We can start our own nation.
Yeah.
We don't want to take over a nation. We don't want to. I mean, it's pretty dilemmatic. Dilemma.
Oh boy.
So what do we do? Just watch the shit.
We gotta call its bluff, I guess. You know, play back, play them back somehow. I mean,
the only way to win is not to
wish there was more of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're only gonna get frustrated if you expect, and you know there's not more of us. You know they are hard to mine. Truthers are hard to mine, apparently.
Yeah.
It might seem appealing to you and to me, but because it is, but yeah. We live in a world built on lies, so yeah. Some worldviews will be shattered doing that, and so people don't like it. That's actually it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's like there's like things that still drag me that have a piece of me yet, and I'm trying to get them released. You know, like there's still part of the programming that I haven't been able to get rid of yet.
Yeah, you just told me because you still believe there will be mass arrests.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine? I could just see them handcuffs on like Pelosi and
Dude, no.
some of these news anchors.
Shitty movies, dude. That's no.
Oh.
It doesn't happen. That's not how a takeover happens. No.
Why does it seem like the bad people get all the good times, you know? I mean, for here, but the good thing is it's only like 60 years maybe, and we have eternity. So I'll take that. So you gotta suffer for. So you gotta suffer for a little bit. What?
He has to own it. The devil has to own the earth, or he couldn't. He took Jesus up on the mountaintops and offered the cities and the earth to him to follow him. So he owns this. He owns this fucking place. We're living in it.
Yeah.
That's it. We made a wrong choice coming here. That's it, actually.
We fucked up.
No, we made a wrong choice coming here, thinking that we could manage, that we could change the world. But
yeah, well, more than once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're a good joke to them, I guess.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, they laugh at our expense all the time. We're idiots. We don't know nothing.
I stopped playing along. I stopped playing their game. I stopped interacting. I just don't interact anymore. And everybody's playing the game, so it's not their game anymore. It's the game. It's the only game that goes. So I'm just not playing anymore.
Joe Dirt, look at that, man. Joe Dirt. No shit. No, it was a fucking quarter in my day. I want my quarter back. Brenda.
I want my holler back. I want my holler back, girl.
Brenda says everything is staged. They are all B actors at that Voynich.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely B actors, that's for sure. Joe Dirt says, "Oh, there will be mass arrests."
They can't even get their line straight.
But
Biden,
it's not.
You couldn't get him to stand up and recite the ABCs.
But it's not gonna go good. It'll be you and I. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the mass arrest is going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought of that one too. Oh my God.
And I mean, we all saw this coming, and I seen this coming like years ago, because I said to my friends and my family, like, if you're not going to stand up with me against this, if you're not going to see what I see, and I know I make sense, because it's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to everybody. What's happening to me now? Because I was targeted, right? And they were saying, "No, it's you. No." And then I found out, oh, wait a minute. Now I get it. You're all the same. You're all fucking acting. You're all putting up for each other.
Right.
And the only goal is to get you along with it. And why? Well, because you are the only one who doesn't get along. The rest will just get along. We'll just go along. We'll just go along. And it's only just to see how strong you are. Just will you go along? No, we won't go along.
Mhm.
Even if you will be an outcast of society, oh yeah. Even if you cannot be an outcast of society, oh yeah. Even if we kill you, yeah. Oh, okay. So then we'll do that. So that's the time we're in now. I mean, whether it's going to be 2 years or 3 years, I don't know.
You know, they can move a lot faster now because everybody knows who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like with Trump, he had everybody fooled. But now you see Biden for who, and Kamala Harris or whatever the fuck her name is. You see them for who they are, how they got in, what they stand for. So they can move a lot faster now without any really like, you know, oh,
Yeah.
they said they were going to do it and they're doing it. So I'm going to go along with it.
Yeah.
So this ain't going to take long at all, man. This is going to go warp speed.
Yeah.
Here's the storm is upon us. He told us all along. You know what I mean? Fuck. They've been telling us.
Yeah.
And nobody fucking, I mean, not nobody stands up.
They rub it in our face. Literally, they mock us.
Yeah. Yeah, because they know they got the masses. They got.
I mean, they laugh at us for being so ignorant.
I laugh. I turned on Good Morning America the other morning, and I had to laugh because I could see it was if I was standing inside the stage, you know, as it would, you know, how it would be set up with the cameras and everything. It felt like I was actually there because it just looked that fake to me. You know, like how the fuck are people falling for this shit? Like you can't see this. The stuff that they spin, you know, what everything. I don't care what you're on that show for, what your role is. You're spinning the same shit that comes out of your mouth as everybody else's. It's like a program, you know. They're saying the same. They're saying the same, not the same things, but the same. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, the same narrative. Yeah.
Narrative, yeah.
Yeah, but people just make choices of. I mean, they are just presented with like 4 or 5 narratives, and in these narratives, everybody can take their own opinion of all these opinion makers, of all these influencers, and they will just copy paste.
Yeah, it's like, wait, dude, what happened to the terrorists? What happened to all the school shootings?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, where is all that shit? You know, now we just have, like you said, a few narratives.
You can't do it.
And that. Go ahead, Bullgun.
I think he's talking to somebody else.
Oh.
Well, they'll get in trouble for the COVID. Them terrorists can't go out.
Oh, you're cutting in and out, Boltgun.
Yeah, I think I lost my internet.
Oh, there you go. You're coming in good now.
Go back in the chat.
You're coming in good now.
Yep, and he's gone.
Oh.
Oh, maybe he
Cammy says, yes, I do see the light, but it's on the other side of the dark-ass tunnel, though. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil. Do that with me. Yeah.
Although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I realize and look at them alive. Like my family. I've been lasting and blasting so long that my mama thinks that my mind is gone.
Cammy says I tried to warn everyone, but who am I? So they said crazy lady.
You know what my middle name was at a certain point. You were right because they told me, yeah, you were right. You were right. So my sister, she also noticed, like everybody says that to you, right? I said, yeah, that's going to be my middle name now. You were right. And so, I hate to tell you so, but I was right. And they will just not admit it. They will just rather take the train to Fantasyland and shave their heads because there's lice. There's lice on the train, so everybody has to shave their head. And they will just happily do it. And don't you say Germany. Don't you say Nazi. No. It's lice. It's lice, people. We shaved our head because there's lice on the train. We're going to Happy Land. Happy Land. That's the station. That's our end. That's our final destination. Happy Land. Work for everybody. No viruses. Only vaccines. And abortions. Well, perfectly happy.
Yeah. Totally agree.
My stepdad, he's like, I can't talk about Jews or the Second World War because, his family, I kid you not, he says that his family protected Jews in the Second World War, so they hid a Jew. I don't know if that's true, dude. I don't know if but that's his story, right? And I'm like, so I can't talk about that. I can talk about Jews. When I told him, like, and what? Okay, so if you are that hurt by that war so much, right? He was just a child, but he still remembers, right? So don't you see what's happening now is what was happening before the war started? No, that was completely different. There was about this and about that. I said, no, it was exactly like this. It was like this. It was about keeping your distance and people wearing masks, people being afraid, and whole of economics being brought down for no reason at all. And then the savior comes with new money and a new plan, and
yeah. And they fought.
Now the savior is going to be the United Nations, of course. United Nations is going to bring the solution.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because the United Nations was instigated by the Nazis. In Dutch, it's called Verenigde Naties. So that says it all.
Yeah. It's rather sad. Very sad.
Yeah.
Man, that is some good tea. I can't believe how good that tea is. I've been getting into tea lately. I don't know why.
Tea is nice. Tea is cheap. And it's very enjoyable.
Yeah. I feel like taking a nap now.
That's not the tea. That's the weed.
Yeah. I gotta get going pretty soon. I gotta go get my daughter's birthday present yet and get stuff. She's got driver's ed tonight and everything, so I got a lot of stuff I gotta get done.
Okay, cool.
But it was nice having you on Bolt Gun, and yeah, I'm not gonna go just yet. In about 10 minutes. So it's always nice talking to you, Voynich. I love it when you come on.
Yep. Same here.
What is that behind you? Is that
It's
is
a
that a
collage.
painting?
No, it's a collage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see it really well on. You can't see it that well on camera, but
It looks really cool.
thanks. I made it myself.
Wow. No, that is really neat. Have you always? How long have you had that behind you?
Always been there.
Really?
Always when I stream and when I'm on StreamYard, I'm in this spot. So always been behind me. Yeah, definitely. That's not a Mandela effect.
Yeah, no, I do recall something being behind you, but I just really never noticed how neat it was.
Yeah. Okay, hey Patrick, I'm gonna chime out. Is that the right expression?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I gotta open my eyes.
Sleepy time.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Ciao.
You take care of yourself. All right, guys. So today has been a pretty spectacular day. Man. Last thoughts about today. Oh, it's gonna get bad. But there's a big but. Find Jesus Christ. Because he will definitely help you with the fear. He will take the fear issue away. I promise you. So I don't know. Today I can't wait to see what's in store for us. That's going to be very interesting, and I don't think we're far off from seeing it. As long as I remember, it's nice college. They not say media tells you otherwise, but team drivers are some of the best. Yeah, I don't know. You think of them when they're so little, and then all of a sudden now they're going to be driving. Oh, be positive, Patrick. Trust in the process. God has got this. Yeah, I agree, Brenda. Keep him in your heart. Jesus, hand him reins to your life and be happy. Yep. Thanks for popping in, Voynich. And it was great to see ya, Boltgun. Barbara says have to toot a loo. Have a tootaloo. I was like, what? Cammy, that's a you problem, not a driving problem. Boltgun, good to see you, brother. You too, man. All right, guys. With that, I think we're gonna take off. Gotta go get some stuff done.